All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Second of all, I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And third of all, I want to give a peace and safety to the hopeful elect out there, the brothers that push this truth, the truth of the King James Bible, and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. All right, so I just want to do a short lesson on how alone the spirit of Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai allows it to go. And this is going to be an update on the motb, or a step closer towards the motb. All right. The Lord wills, the brothers can see on the screen. I have this article here, and it says Biden takes big step towards government-backed digital currency. All right. And ever since, really before the pandemic started, but especially when the pandemic started in 2020, all right, they've been Jerome Powell and the head in the Federal Reserve, or the bankster gang. They've been talking about bringing about a digital currency. All right. Here in Babylon the Great, which you all know what it's ultimately going to lead to. All right, these digital currencies. Eventually, it's going to require you to take a microchip inside your hands or your brains to buy and sell, to use your money. All right, eventually, and this is a big step towards it, closer to it. All right, and you got well over 100 countries, all right, out there that some of them have accepted it, or they're exploring a digital currency. All right, they have different names, like here in America, who knows what it's going to be, the U.S. digital currency or whatever. Um in China, they had the digital yuan. And what is that, the Bahamas, I think it is, one of them island countries, is they got the sand dollar, is what they call it. um and so on and so forth. They're going to be it's like your digital peso. All right, but it's all going to be under the same system, just like with the dollar. There's throughout these different countries, they all have their currencies, may have different names, but it's all under basically one system, a paper money system. All right, they all use paper money, but now you're seeing it being done away with. But they might have different names, but they're all under one system, a paper money system. And it's going to be the same thing with the motb. They might all have different names. All right, like Bitcoin, or again the CBDC, or the digital yuan, or the digital peso, or the sand dollar, or the Ruben digital, or whatever. All right, but it's all going to be under the same system, just like the paper dollar system is. All right, it's all going to be under the same system, which will require you again to take a microchip in your hands or in your brain to use that money. All right, so they're getting ready to do away with the paper money system and bring in this new digital system. All right, which you all know what it's going to be at the end of the day. It says a U.S. digital currency could be on the horizon. The Biden administration is putting its support behind the research and development of a U.S. central bank digital currency, or CBDC. And really, ever since the pandemic kicked off, they've been talking about this heavy. All right, because again, they're getting ready to move on from paper money. All right, the scriptures say, speak about the devil coming down with great wrath, because he knows he have on a short time. He knows his time is short. He doesn't have a lot of time to complete his agenda. All right, so now they're going forward with the next step. All right, it said the move is part of a sweeping executive order President Joe Biden signed Wednesday, instructing the federal government to explore possibilities of using the regularization of a digital asset like cryptocurrencies. And they're all going to be a part of it too. Like the yuan, not the yuan, but Bitcoin, and what's the other one? The other popular one, I forgot his name. Um, all the other ones. All right, the other cryptos, they're all going to be a part of it too. In order for you to use it, you're going to have the motb. All right, RTX, or whatever it's called. This is another major one. I forgot the name of it, but yeah, if you want to use it, you're going to have the motb. My administration placed the highest urgency on research, and highest urgency. They're moving with urgency. All right, they're moving with urgency. Hold on, let's look up that word. Let me get that word urgency real quick. What does the word urgency mean?
Urgency means importance requiring swift action. Do you want to hear the remaining one?
Yes.
It means in earnest and Persistent quality, insistence.
All right, you heard the first one. Let's see the first one again one more time. What does the word urgency mean?
Urgency means importance requiring swift action.
Right,
Do you want to hear them?
Importancy requiring swift action. All right, so they're moving swift, they're moving quick. All right, on research and developing efforts into potential, which they already got it, they're ready to go. They've been ready to go, but now they're ready to put it out there. Potentially design and developing options of a United States CBDC. The executive order reads: the order asks for a wide variety of agencies to begin research and submitting reports on. Yeah, Super MP, yeah, it's going down, man. Of issues surrounding digital currencies from design and security to financial and societal impacts, like it. Uh, we know the importance of a potentially issuing a digital dollar or profound. They are extraordinary, wide-ranging. A senior administration officer told reporters on a call Tuesday. Although a U.S. digital currency would not necessarily change much in terms of everyday, yes, it will. It's going to change life dramatically. Dramatically, it's going to change. All right. Experiences like buying goods and selling. Economists say it could transform central and commercial banking as well as government sanctions, banking, accessible and taxes, accessibilities and taxes, so like it. And it's going to change dramatically because you're used to paying with dollars, like that. The interview Aaron Russo gave with Alex Jones. This is all about complete control. The elites of Esau wanting complete control over the masses of people. That's what this is all about. And now you can pretty much go and buy and sell as you wish. All right, with no real way. If you got paper money, it's real. No real way they can track you, but you can still somewhat move around. But if you would when they issue this chip, if you don't do what they tell you to do, they just cut your chip off and you won't have anything. All right, and that's them having complete control over your life is what they want. So that's going to change life dramatically for you. Because then you're really going to be a slave to Esau. All right, which we're slaves to him now, but if you take that mark, you're really going to be a slave to him. All right. The executive order will call on the governments to investigate the technical needs of a digital currency and advocate for the Federal Reserve to continue its research. And they've been doing it. They've been researching. Again, this is ready to go. They got this ready to go, man. All right, development according to a fact sheet released by the White House. The Fed published a white paper in January about potentially creating a CBDC that would complete complement existing payments, complement Slovakia existing payment system. It found that a CBDC could make payments cheaper and easier for customers, but might also pose a risk to stability of the U.S. financial system, which they're ready to get rid of this current U.S. financial system and bring in the next system. All right, and okay, let's read this part right here. It says the U.S. would not be the first country with a digital currency. Everybody's going there. Everybody's going to a digital currency. The whole world, and that's prophecy. The scriptures say, "He calls them all, small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, and receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, that no man might buy or sell, say they have the mark or the number of his name." Roughly paraphrasing. So everybody's going to this digital currency. All right. Again, it mentions China has introduced its own CBDC with more than 140 people having open digital wallets, and many other countries have either rolled out or well over 100 countries have rolled out or are developing digital currencies. The Bahamas sand dollar, yeah, it was the Bahamas, yeah, sand dollar is considering among the world's most successful digital currency. See, they might all have different names, but just like with the dollar, it's all under one system. It was all under one paper money system, like the peso or the U.S. dollar or the yen or the ruble, all right, or whatever, all right. It was all under the paper money system, and it's gonna be the same thing with the Karagma. They might all have different names. Like again, China has the yen, the Bahama has the sand dollar, the United States is probably going to be the central bank digital currency or the Amiro or whatever. All right, but it's all going to be under one system. Cryptocurrencies, all that. It might have a different name, Bitcoin and all that, but it's all going to be under one system, which is going to be a digital system again that will require you to take a microchip in your hands or on your forehead to buy and sell. All right. considered among the world's most successful digital currency. And it's coming, man. It's coming quick. You heard what the devil said, what Esau said, Bidenstein said, to quote what Gregory Manarino be calling him Bidenstein. You heard what he said? He said, um, my administration placed the highest urgency on researching and developing efforts into the potential design and deployment options of a U.S. digital currency. So they're moving with urgency. They're moving quick. All right, they're not waiting. They're getting ready to roll this out, man. That's why you see they're getting ready to get rid of the petrodollar, get rid of this whole current set up, whole current system. All right, and bring in this system. All right. Which, let me pause it again 1 second. Let me pause it real quick, Salakia. All right, Salakia. And I showed this through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shem Shah a few times in old videos. It says I got the mark of the beast and it will hold my Bitcoin. But you see this guy right here getting hit with the Karama, and it holds his Bitcoin. All right. Which that's all a CBDC is. That's all the central bank digital Salakia the sand dollar is. That's all the original the digital yuan is, digital peso or what have you. All right. It's all going to be on this same technology. All right. Which again, this is the end game of it. In order for you to use the Bitcoin or the RXP or whatever, or the central bank digital currency, or the Russian, not the Russian ruble, but the digital yuan or the sand dollar or the digital peso, in order for you to use it, you're going to have a microchip inside of your body. All right. In order for you to use it. In order for you to use it. All right. And again, you heard what Bidenstein said. He said that we're urgency moving with urgency. All right, trying to get this done. All right. So we in the time, man. We definitely in the time. Of course, anytime you speak on the mark, you got to bring it out. So Obadiah. And once this comes to pass, this is the end of Esau. This is really we're already at the end of Esau's reign of terror. But once this comes to pass, this fully comes to pass, that's the death blow to Esau's kingdom. All right. It's Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he calls on all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in the forehead. That word mark there is karagma. All right, which means to make a engrave or a cut in the flesh. They're going to cut open your flesh with a needle and inject the microchip inside your body. All right, or inside your hands or your head. All right, in your right hand or in their forehead. Verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell. So the old system has to go. The old paper money system has to go. And you're seeing it being done away with right before your eyes. And that's why, again, Bidenstein said that they're moving with urgency, trying to get rid of it. Say he that had the mark of the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right, so this is the next world reserve currency. The motb, the next so-called world reserve currency. Pull this up one more time. Yep. Big step towards government-backed digital currency. What's wrong with the old? I thought the old system was good. I thought everything was great. The dollar was great. We're rebuilding and all this and that and all that jazz. What happened to all that? Now we got to look into a digital currency. Why? Because it's prophecy. All right. But Esau will tell you everything's great here in America. No, everything's not great. And again, like this devil said, the keyword I highlight there is he said, we're moving with urgency. All right. Trying to get this system out there. So with that, I pray this video is edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash, the belongings to my elders and apostles of great millstone, and peace and safety to the brothers out there with truth and sincerity. And Lord, will this video was edifying. Yeah, and you heard the devil say we're moving with urgency, man, to get this done. With that, I'm going to say shalom. What just happened? Salakia.